I was gonna say if Zex and Hero got into a fist fight, I was gonna say Zex would win. But
But
Hero's a
this Hero
fucking
we're talking.
Terminator, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you
I
remember
guess
we've
I
seen
lost
Zex fight
because it is
Pagan
over.
before.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we are back with episode 37 of Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. Sorry, we've referenced Seed so many times across so many things. I was about to say Seed. Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're not going into the new opening yet. I think it's been, look, if you played the opening, if you played the video for even a half of a second, you've seen the opening that we're used to already. So,
yeah. I mean, I like that opening, but after 30 plus episodes, I'll try something new. I don't mind.
Yeah, well, I mean, we know it's coming, and we just heard the song at the end of last episode, so as a reminder for what Rhythm of Motion sounds like. But yeah, no, this is the episode that, again, high school me or middle school me, probably high school, was waiting for. Sex vs. Hero, the rematch of the century?
The after Colony Century.
Well, I mean, God, this was after 2000, so yeah, not really the century. If it was like 99, maybe the match of the century, because before then I hadn't watched much anime. You know, as I said, it was Beautiful Dreamer, Galaxy Express 999, Dragon Ball Z, because I worked at a Target, and anytime a new tape came out, it was there for me to buy.
Yeah.
Bastard. I got the original, was like 6 VHS spread on that, and it had stolen, but I watched it first.
That sucks. Mind you, today, well, no, actually, depending where you go, it's very easy to get a VHS machine. They're not hard to get.
Well, I gave away all of my Dragon Ball Z tapes to, I think, a family member or a friend of a family member that was really into it because I wasn't watching it anymore. And, you know, I gave away all my Pokemon cards the same way. I gave away all my old Star Wars, what were they called? The manuals.
The
technical manuals.
The technical manuals. I had a couple of those.
Oh, I had like 8. I was buying them all for no reason. I liked them, but I wasn't a big enough fan to do anything with them.
I think I had the one was the weapons, rifles, pistols, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I had that one.
Was for vehicles. That was
there was a vehicles one. There was a starships one. There was a droids one. There was a planets one. There was a bunch of them. I can't remember them all.
Yeah,
it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I think it was during the time I was doing the Star Wars role play stuff, so it was just like helpful information.
We're still D6 back then. So, yeah.
No. I'm talking about the forum-based role play.
Oh,
I did buy a bunch of the Star Wars game books when they came through. This is when I was working at Goodwill. When they came through Goodwill, I did buy a bunch of those, but never used them, and I think eventually threw them away the time I got bed bugs.
Yeah,
I remember I had just bought one of the Sanguine Games books, came in the mail, and had bed bugs. So with everything else,
had to go.
I'm not saying it came. The bed bugs came from that. I'm just saying that I saw a bed bug on it, which instantly meant I get rid of this along with everything else.
See, yeah, I see what you're talking about there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I own just about nothing from my past anymore.
Oh, that's one way to go.
Bed bugs? I don't think that's the way I want to go.
No. I mean, getting rid of all the things of the past. No, never mind. Oh, this episode, I guess you gotta be well. Before I go back from having a heart attack. What's interesting about this clash is, if it's gonna be anything interesting about it, is that the kid has the edgy Gundam, and the older character has the Gundam that was modeled after the one that the other character used before, but more powerful.
Actually, you know
Epyon is shorter too.
To make this interesting, not something we're going to be able to do here, but something I'll be able to do in the editing later. Let's make a bet on how much talking you think is going to happen during this fight.
Oh God, they're not going to shut up at all. There's going to be a lot. Price
is Right rules, though.
In minutes?
You know, don't say it out loud. Don't. You said it out loud anyway. I was gonna say do the same thing we did with SEMA. We'll just both put a number in, and we'll just say what our number is. You wanna readjust your number real quick?
Yeah.
I have become acutely aware of how time actually seems to stack up versus how long time actually seems to be. Mostly in the editing, where I will remove dozens of what seems to be 2 to 3 second segments. I say dozens, I mean way more than dozens, actually. Dozens of dozens.
Right.
And all it will remove is maybe like 3 to 4 minutes off of a video.
Especially in audio editing.
Or watching somebody who pause reacts, react to an hour and a half movie, and the reaction time is only like 100 and the reaction thing is only like an hour and 50 minutes or 140 minutes, even though it feels like for fucking ever that they remain paused talking about nonsense.
Yeah.
So, though it feels like time, essentially you're saying that they're going to talk for 18 minutes in the fight. So you're saying that this episode's going to be nothing but fight, and sorry, choking a bit there, and that even with intro and outro, which is about a minute apiece, so 22 minutes of episode time, that there's only going to be 4 minutes of fight. Now, granted, they can talk during the fight. I'm going to include that, obviously.
Yeah.
But you're saying that's only going to be 4 minutes of anything that's not talking.
Yeah. Or it's going to feel that way. I'm hedging my bets.
Okay, I think I've screwed myself. Because I just realized I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to include anything that's not fighting. Because when I originally put my 7.5 minutes down, by the way, I didn't say I did 7.5 minutes. He did 18 minutes. I was only including them not fighting and talking at one another, because that's what I was conceiving. And then, well, maybe I'll do 2 different counts so we can combine the 2. So I'll do one where they're just yelling at each other and not fighting, and one where they're fighting and talking at the same time to see the difference between the 2 numbers.
Yeah.
Since that's not something we really covered before I laid out no ground rules.
I mean, this is typical. In typical shonen fiction, they talk a lot, fight, talk more, some more, maybe taunt each other in the middle of a fight with some quips, then stop again, talk, fight some more, quip, stop.
This is the thing that Gato from Stardust Memory was rallying against.
Yeah,
we're in a fight. Stop fucking talking. Because
Ko was about to do. And then he monologued anyway. Yeah.
Well, I mean, later, near the end, when it was like, what are we gonna do? But yeah, no, I mean, this is the whole. Let me give you my whole philosophy. Now,
shut up! I don't care.
Apparently, they both do, though.
Yeah, I mean, here they do, but everybody does.
Yeah,
and that's all the thing they have. Everybody has a philosophy.
20-something years ago, we were all about it too.
Yeah,
this was the high-minded show back in the Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, Case Closed. Well, I mean, Case Closed is high-minded than this, but that was the Scooby-Doo of anime. Love me some Case Closed. I wish I could react to it, but there's no possible fucking way I could do it without being a pause reactor.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I think it sounded high-minded to us, right? And like I said, you're making the comparison with the shows. It's like, oh, compared to that, they talk more. I guess they mean to say more, but you can talk a lot of crap and say absolutely nothing.
It's a philosophy student at a coffee shop.
Yeah,
that's what Gundam Wing is.
Well, that's a week 1 philosophy student in a coffee shop. A graduate philosophy student just looks at him and go like,
what was the movie where the janitor solves the difficult math problem?
With
Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Boston. Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting, yeah.
Was that Good Will Hunting, or was that the one?
Wait, no, that's Good Will Hunting. Yeah, he was this janitor.
Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, he was a psychiatrist.
I just don't remember. So there's so many movies with Matt Damon where he's kind of the same guy. Where was I going with this? There's a bar scene near the beginning where the guy is trying to hit on a woman, and then Matt Damon is there, and the guy is clearly first year, and Matt Damon, who has, I guess, an eidetic memory, I don't remember in the movie, is going through, well, you would know this if you had studied, and then this page in this book, and this page in that book. Schooling him on everything like that. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Except that Matt Damon was actually trying to make a point that the other guy was full of shit.
Well, no, that's the thing, is I'm talking about the philosophy student at a cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, is that the other guy was that guy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, I'm pretty sure you could probably 1-for-1 the voice lines and just put them over anything we're going to hear in this episode.
Well, then, now that we have prepped ourselves for 20 total time of 23 minutes, 59 seconds of the battle between Epyon and
I also, again, have to say that if we transition to a scene that is not the battle, I instantly have to think that you've lost.
Yeah, well, I think, we might end up, no, you might be right, because we did get in next on a chance to see Wu Fei as well, so it's going to be something else, which yes, I would lose under Price is Right rules.
Well, yeah, there's, again, let's see, you said 23:59, so it's rounded up to 24. If there's more than 2 minutes of another scene, because intro and outro, then you had to have lost.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and hop on in and see.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, we're still there.
Well, like I said, if you played it for at least a second, which I tend to do only because I'm handling the screen minimization, maximization, whatever, beforehand.
Which will have to be edited out as well. Separate the music from the audio, yeah.
I don't actually do that.
No?
You think I'm playing the woman singing without the music?
I mean, on YouTube, wouldn't that be...
That would be weird. It would just be a woman singing with no backup music.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's true. You have to silence the whole thing, I guess.
Yeah, no, I just silenced the music playing, and it's just us talking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's also infinitely easier than opening up UVR, getting this sample, letting that run on the 3 different, I don't know what they're called. There's sampling sets that are specifically better for certain different types of audio, and I have 3 that I generally like more than anything else. So I let it run the music through, or I guess the audio through 3 different sample sets, and then it combines them into the best way possible. So I always go the highest quality. Sorry, English narrator back from episode 1.
Yeah.
Describing what Oz is like. Because that's what you want, your pilots, a suicidal mentality.
Yeah. Sure. So helpful. Especially when they're, they have
they're already fanatics.
Super robots. Yeah.
I'm talking about the Oz faction, Trey's Oz faction.
Yeah.
At this point, Zax, you're already way too late. You are.
Yeah.
What that looks like on a bar graph.
Yeah.
Maximum strategic advantage.
That was a useless pose. Like, what?
Good. You already won? Why wouldn't you retreat? Dude is all chin.
They don't acknowledge the name of Gundam. It has a name. You're about to learn it. Well, maybe not. You're gonna
He's
die.
like the Jay Leno of the Outback.
Yeah. Also, you're in a transport plane, so even if it's just a standard mobile suit, you're not gonna win against.
No, they're
that.
talking about the backups that are supposed to be arriving.
Yeah.
Also,
but
this
we should
dude was
retreat.
like on the ground a moment ago. Again, what's that look like on a graph that's being projected in your head?
Full entry though.
Yeah, it's a shame you have this disadvantage that you've been training in one suit this entire time, and now you're in this one.
Yep.
Dude, you have a gun that can destroy an entire colony in one shot. You could have won this from the horizon.
But you know how this goes, right?
By the way, are we counting time that they're spent talking to each other, or are we counting Hiro talking to himself? Because we're
Well, that
5
makes me
minutes
closer
in,
to a
and
victory.
this is the first
Yeah.
time they're talking.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's your answer right there.
I guess, and technically, Hiro has all the advantage in this fight. He already
Why?
knows the Wing Zero system. He knows the capabilities of the suit. Zex has never fought the Epyon before. He's never even seen it. Yeah, your sisters kind of suck at this.
That is a very good question.
See, I would count that as Zex talking to himself.
True.
Red Eye versus Gold Eye. You know, they do have something that could ultimately defeat them all in one go.
Which is?
Point the barge at Earth.
Hmm.
Just shoot them where they're at.
Lena as prisoner now. Or hostage, really.
In this completely unfurnished room. Almost completely unfurnished room.
亡き国への思いは募るばかりですな、プリンセスリリーナ。これは私の
Congratulations, 60-year-old man. You've defeated an 18-year-old girl.
違うかもしれないが、どうか召し上がっていただきたい。
デルマイユコ、私にこのようなもてなしは必要ありません。私はあなた方に投稿したのです。
だから牢獄が似つかわしいというのですかな。 だがそれは違う。我々はあなたを保護したのです。
保護？
あなたはあくまで平和を望んでおられた。だからこそ我々も支援した。
You literally make our opponents weaker. We love you.
コロニーの反乱分子など集まってしまい、あなたの理想を踏みにじっていった。
何を言っているのです？
我々ロームヘラ財団はあなたの理想を守るためにあなたを救出したのですよ。世間では
Hey, remember how you had that like defense group at the same kingdom? Well, we're
Yeah.
that now.
そんな。
あなたが世界に向けて宣言されたあの感動
See, this is a brilliant move.
崇高で美しく多くの人々の共感を得ました。そして我々はその意志を守るべく戦った。
そんなこと誰も信じるはずありません。
いいえ、信じるでしょうな。その証拠にロームヘラ財団はリリーナピースクラフトを財団の代表にするのですから。
財団の代表？この私が。
そうです。そしてロームヘラ財団はあなたを全面
Because they've already stated before that there's a difference between the Foundation and Oz. So the Foundation can say one thing and Oz can still keep fighting.
無論これはあなたと我々の合意が必要ですがな。財団代表になっていただけますな、プリンセスリリーナ。いや、もうプリンセスではありませんな。
It's interesting he used the term princess and not Sama or and queen in English.
私のために戦ってくださった人々を裏切るわけには参りません。
あなたの目の前にこの地球上で得られる最高の地位があるのですぞ。
そんなものいりません。抑圧された人々の悲しみ。
Yeah, what do I need the ability to, push my narrative on everybody for? Think of all the people I could help. I don't need that. I don't help people.
But I don't think she would have. She would just be a puppet for them.
He literally said
No.
anything we do would have to be approved by you.
Yeah, but that's just the way he's putting it. It also works the other way around. Whatever she would try to do would have to be approved by Roma.
Yeah, he said that too.
So it's a non-starter.
That's not
He
a
can't do
non-starter.
anything.
He wants people to be pacifists. People that are pacifists don't fight back. Total pacifists. Literally, it's a win-win for him. And technically, I think the best she could realistically hope to accomplish. Wow, halfway through already. By the way, I think that was a 2-minute scene.
Yeah.
All other arguments aside. Again, legitimately, it's a brilliant play by Duke Jamil. In fact, it might be the smartest thing in the entire fucking show. The political play of Duke Jamil. We rescue you for your own safety.
Yeah. She's at for her, not so much.
I think for her too. If this was like a Game of Thrones situation, she would play that ability to the best of her ability. But she'd rather watch people die because we don't see the side characters of the show who are suffering because of her decisions. It's epilepsy. That's what that is. Oh, and you're watching The Matrix.
Yeah. The Matrix before the Matrix.
I guess it's telling them they would fight to a standstill.
Yeah.
And that's when he died.
Itself.
He literally fell on his head.
Yeah.
Not since G-Quux have I done the math on that one. Now, I do believe... Oh, actually... I was going to say if Zex and Hero got into a fist fight, I was going to say Zex would win. But Hero's a fucking Terminator, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you remember,
I guess
we've
I
seen
lost
Zex fight
because it is
Pagan
over.
before.
Yeah.
これが君主制支配の素晴らしさなのだよ。 自由平等などこの大事業の前では無用なのだ。全く仰せの通り。セディッチ、私は月面基地へ戻る。あとは頼むぞ。はっ、お任せください。
Because I'm sure nothing bad happened to the architects of the Death Star.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's weird he's not being protected by mobile dolls. Uh-oh, white band around the arm.
申し訳ありません。我々は戦力を無駄にできないのです。反乱を起こすためのね。お座りください、徳さん。
I guess he didn't learn that lesson from that sex talking.
Oh, I thought you were going to mention
Trace, actually, yeah.
No.
Remember the one they...
I'm trying to remember, not the same person you're trying to remember clearly. Nasal guy. The one who got shot out of a plane, or dropped out of a plane and then shot. Hot Dog. I remember you from Mobile Suit Gundam.
The Artemis Revolution, I guess.
Maybe you should have asked questions about the guys who have white armbands tied around their wrist. Oh, thus Essenders. A new group. You know what the message of the show might be? Old people are the source of all problems.
Yeah.
White Fang is pretty much Zeon.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's the AUG. Because they stand for all colonies. Zeon doesn't do that. I mean, I've always said, though, if I was anybody in this show, I'd be Tuberoff. The dude's all about automation and creating an automated army. That's what I would do.
市民が心から望むようになるまで待ちたいと思いましてね。しかしそのやり方はオズと変わらんな。その通り、すべてはあなたたちから学んだことです。
Probably because you used to be Oz.
トレーズの飼い犬の言いそうなことだ。こいつ。
Shoulder wound, not immediately deadly.
No.
Yeah, it's just he has the control of all the fucking mobile dolls. You think it's a good move to let him get away?
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
There you go.
Exactly what you would do. All I'm saying is I would do exactly everything that Tuberoff ever did, and I would probably die the same way he would die. You think?
Yeah.
Maybe the first step of your takeover should have been change the codes. Not great armor.
Yeah.
So you changed your outfit and then retied the white band around the spacesuit. I think your only hope of winning lessons is that my 7.5 minute thing might have been too much too.
Yeah.
See, Wu Fei doesn't even have the excuse of like the zero system or whatever. Well, to be fair, he's not on any colony side anymore. They blew themselves up.
No.
The problem is we can literally see them being defeated.
Yeah.
What, evacuate in our moment of triumph?
Yeah.
Again, I would go out the same way. I'm not gonna believe reality. Raise your hands in the air
I
and
am
be frozen
invincible.
solid. Yeah, it's referencing the same thing.
Yeah.
I've just played Tuberov in so many games. Technically, any necromancer I've ever played is Tuberov.
ガンダムが現れたとのことです。ガンダム？はあ、05の改良型のようです。スバロフはどうなった？どうやらその
How do they know it's a rebuilt 05 and not just 05?
Well, I mean, I think that they saw it destroyed, so.
アルテミスレボリューションは始まったばかりだ。これが完成すれば革命は成功する。
Oh, so he was into the plan of the Artemis. Well, it explains
I
why
don't
they
know.
were there.
It could be that he knew about it, but was planning on it. Because, you know,
Well,
technically
explain
now
why
he's
they
in
were
charge.
in.
He was left in charge, so technically he's now still in charge.
俺もそれは間違いだと思っていない。
そうか。現れたようだ。ああ。敵モビルスーツは北方 B ポイントの海岸線上。全モビル道路を持ってこれを殲滅する。モビル道路上陸予定時刻。0450。
I guess they didn't get the orders from space.
どういうつもりだ。
俺はウィングゼロで行く。海上の敵は俺が叩く。
But now they're gonna switch, of course.
I don't think I can wear this helmet with my other helmet.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Yeah.
Also tried to kill you.
Yeah.
Trace also, I guess, still thinks you're friends, which I don't think is true either.
No. Well.
No, Zach said that we're not friends anymore after this, and then Trace didn't hear that because it was never said to him.
Yeah, you're supposed to attack it, not the water.
No, I guess he could fit both in one.
Yeah.
Helmetception. Sense a disturbance in the force.
Yeah. My connection to my brother is now being activated.
See, like I said, it's the best deal for everybody. You use your position inside to try and manipulate things. They'll use you to manipulate everybody else. Well, because otherwise you're gonna have no power whatsoever. And they're still gonna use you as a figurehead. More so like a martyr figurehead. Remember what she stood for. But it's mostly a political movement because, you know, they already said they control basically all of the Earth to the point where they're not even doing Operation Nova anymore. So at this point, it's suppressing people that could eventually rise up against them with a new movement of total pacifism. No, just giving the people you already control this new movement of total pacifism where they'll never rise up against you because they're fervent believers in total pacifism for some reason. So you have your military
I mean, the
faction,
reason
which
is
does
that they
whatever they
believe
want,
that
and then
it
you
will
have
stop
your
the war.
political faction, which stops them from doing anything against your military faction.
If you don't want to fight a war and nobody wants to fight a war, you're technically safe.
That's why I said it's a brilliant move on their
the
side.
Artemis Revolution comes in and fights war with Earth, and here we go again.
Yeah, but essentially, Romefeller has united the Earth. We've achieved all goals. Technically, Relina's goals have been achieved by this too. Her position of being anti-Romefeller just doesn't make any sense anymore.
It is because they're oppressors.
No, that's someone.
ホワイトファングを名乗り、オズが駐留していた宇宙の要衝を次々と攻略した。その渦中でカトルとノインはガンダムのパイロットを探していく。一方、地球圏を完全に掌握したロームフェラ財団は平和的求心力を有するリリーナをその代表に擁立するのであった。新機動戦機ガンダムウィング第38話クイーン・リリーナ誕生。
This is a Queen Relina arc.
So, I mean, I'm pretty certain you've lost. But
yeah,
it remains to be seen if I've lost, if I've gone over. Because there was not the amount of talking back and forth that I remember happening.
Yeah. Wasn't that kind of episode. Well, it sort of was. Well, a third of it at least.
Well, I thought it would be more of a conflicting ideals sort of thing, but I forgot that Hero doesn't actually have any ideals.
Well, he just fights.
And now technically Zex does. He's already been spurned by it, by the element of Wu Fei. Well, no, I mean the element of trying to get Wu Fei on board, and the fact that apparently he has goals is what putting off Wu Fei.
Which is dumb.
Well, it's the guy you wanted to be.
No, I'm saying it's dumb from the point of view of sex. I have goals. I guess I shouldn't have goals. Well, now he says.
What do you mean it's dumb from the point of view of Zex? It's dumb from the point of view of Wu Fei, who's fighting him because he has goals.
No, but now it's dumb because from sex it's like, oh, I'm gonna abandon my goals and take on Trace's goals again, as I did before.
No, he didn't say
That's
that.
What he said basically.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
he said, "Let me use Trace's suit. Trace would want me to have it." That doesn't mean I'm taking up Trace's ideals or anything. He's still fighting the same fight that he was fighting before.
Yeah.
He would just like, Trace would want me to have this. You know, no different than if you like nabbed something from a friend's house.
Yeah, I said, well, it's Gundam Wing. You know, it's an okay episode.
I think it's one of the best episodes.
It's an okay episode for Gundam
The element that they took Relina in, and then they're using her as political leverage against the rest of the world for her message, which a lot of people we've seen have stupidly believed in, and now they're using her in an actual fucking intelligent way. Like, they didn't just lock her up and now Hero's gonna like break in and rescue her. No, this is like, in the Gundam Wing universe, this is Game of Thrones level shit. This is as smart as you can believe the show is ever going to be. And that's like, that is fucking great. I love this. This is smart. You can break down the whole thing back and forth, although the fact is I'm not going to, because we both disagree on it pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, well, it is a final arc, because this is the Queen Relina arc.
It's not
Queen
the
of the
final
World
arc. We both know how the show, well, I don't know if we know how the show ends, but we know what happens before the end.
Yeah.
There's another arc to happen here. Possibly 2 more arcs to happen here.
Yeah, because I know we have the White Fang arc as well. That's the thing.
I'm not trying to say what happens, because obviously...
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying I recognize at least 2 more arcs. Well, at least 1 more arc, but possibly 2, because I don't remember how specifically one thing gets there.
Yeah, I mean, it's so. The thing is that right now I forgot more about Wing than I remember. You know, over the 2 decades. Yeah, 2 decades. Well, decade and some change.
Well, Wing is weirdly just one of those shows that doesn't get better by analyzing it.
No. Oh, there you have it.
All right. Well, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. this too goofy?